It's Season 10, Episode 9 of the Northstars show. I'm your host, Bruce Krentz. Behind the camera, a guy that still collects hockey cards. Not to say that adults don't, but he just got a Kyle Connor. Happy times. It's Paul Anderson. Joining me today again is Coach Ryan Stuart. Coach, we won't spend a lot of time talking about this past weekend. For people that didn't check it out, 3 losses, couple tough ones to Brandon and then one to Parkland on the way home. We didn't score a lot of goals. Any bright lights this weekend for you?
I think it was nice to see Nolan Rideout break the goose egg, get his first of the year. So monkey's off his back, so we're looking forward to him getting a couple more now.
Yeah, and his line and those guys, up until this past weekend, had been playing pretty good. They had some good times, and so it's nice for him to, like you say, get the monkey off the back, and maybe we'll see some more production out of, I don't know if you want to call them line 2, but out of that line.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Starting to look good. We'll bring him on the show. We'll get him to talk about that a little bit. We've got Eastman coming up this weekend. It's Valet night, so free admission. Hopefully lots of fans in the stands and a little bit more hoopla than usual. Eastman, a pretty good team. So what do we do to break this 4-game streak? A 4-game heater, and now we're 4 losses in a row. What are we going to do?
I think it's lately coming out of the gate, we've been real slow, so we got to find our feet first 5 minutes and just compete for the full 60. We've been taking breaks periodically during games, and you know those two-minute periods of here and there cost us the game instead of playing the full 60.
And for the hometown fans, let's hope that. We were missing Cheechoo this past weekend. I mean, good news for him on the heels of Brady getting called up. It's funny, last week you said we're hoping that we'll get some other guys that get a chance to, get some experience with OCN, and the next thing you know, Cheechoo's there. So thoughts on that?
It's always good when these guys get a chance to go play at the bigger clubs and get called up. I mean, that's what we're here for them to succeed and get those opportunities. So we're happy for both Brady and Cheech. Having said that, I think it's possible that Cheech might be playing Friday night for OCN again. But he'll be back Saturday, Sunday.
Heavy duty air. Well, they're not air miles. They're road miles. But yeah, he'll be having lots of road snacks back and forth. But great news for them, and hopefully some of these other guys maybe get a chance later on this year too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Anything else? What else do we do? Who do you like coming into this weekend? Is there anybody that you've got a bit of a gut feeling who's been playing well lately?
Well, I think that pairing of Cheech and Malstead. We're going to put them, just their 2 best defensemen together, and we're going to let them run a lot of ice time from now on, and I think that's going to be a big deal for us.
Haven't had a power play goal in a little while. Obviously, we've leaned on the power play a little bit, so let's hope we draw some penalties and they get a chance to.
We had one Friday night.
Ooh, that's right. feels like a long time ago.
We ran into some good penalty killing with Brandon, so the movement was still there, the looks were still there, just the results weren't. So we'll still work on it tomorrow night. Justin will come out, work with the guys, add in a couple extra options.
We're doing something a little different, a whole bunch of 2-on-1s with the rest of the show. So we got Nolan's notes coming up, and we were hoping to have Clark captain's corner again, but he's not feeling well today. He'll be better for the weekend, so we subbed in Cheechoo for Cheechoo's corner, and then BK times 2 at the end. So it's going to be a great show. It's the Northstars show. Here we go. New segment on the show, Nolan's Notes, assistant captain, Nolan Rideout, Carter Bassett. It's kind of a 2-on-1, but I like Nolan's Notes better, so we're gonna go with that. Carter, first time on the show, so this year anyway, and what do you think of the year so far? We're not going to talk about this past weekend, unless, you got anything good from the past weekend?
It was a pretty tough weekend that we had. Pretty hard to generate some offense.
Yeah. Tough ones. You knew Brandon was going to be tough, and it turned out that it was.
Yeah.
And Parkland could have gone either way, I guess, but it just wasn't our day.
Yeah, couldn't produce any offense. Couldn't get nothing past the goalie. It was pretty tough.
How have you felt throughout the season, though? I mean, it's been a pretty good year. We had the 4-game heater that was going, and so personally, how have you felt this year? Pretty comfortable out there?
Yeah, it's been a pretty good year. Getting some wins, great group of guys, so it's been fun.
Right on. I'm so happy to hear it. And what are some of the favorite things that you've been doing this year? What are you proud of? What feels good out there for you personally?
I've been getting better. Yeah, it's been, our skills have been getting better, and just getting better as a team. So
Stronger and a little bit more comfortable as the year goes on.
yeah.
Let's jump in onto 2-on-1. Start giving them some questions. You want me to go first? I'll start you off with a softie. Black tape or white?
I use black tape.
Any particular reason?
No, I just like it better.
Always been a black tape guy. Perfect.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
It'd be nice to be invisible sometimes, I think. Yeah.
And if you were invisible for a day, what would you do?
I don't know. Be nice to run around without any clothes on, I guess.
Second one of the year. I love this team that's big on running around naked. I'm glad I wasn't at the rookie party, gotta say. Have you ever met anyone famous?
I met Tanner Glass at Pro Hockey Life in Winnipeg once. Got his autograph on a jersey.
Were there other people gathered around, or did you just look over and think like, okay, this is Tanner Glass?
There's lots of people there. I was just happened to be there when he was there, so it was nice. Got to see him.
It's nice to know that the big guys shop at the same place we do. Everyone puts on their pants one leg at a time.
Yeah.
What is one like weird talent you got? Like a
Weird talent.
like, can you roll like a tom?
We got nothing.
Yeah, I could.
Can you do a cartwheel?
No. No, definitely not.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Just disappointing a little. On the heels of that, what's your best dance move?
Not a big dancer either.
I mean, you could show us one.
Just give us one.
One dancer. Come on.
Oh, yeah, but take me out.
It's pretty good. You said you had nothing. You said you had nothing.
Loves that one. He loves that one.
Go to.
Might as well do one more. You're Selly once you bury one this year.
First goal, Sully. Have you thought about this at all? Do you dream about it in the middle of the night?
I haven't really thought of it on a big goal scorer, but I feel like I'd probably get that one on one knee and sweep the ice. Yeah, sweep the ice one time this year.
Lots of people go sweep the ice. You're not going to go throw off the glove at Timu and then shoot it down? Consider it.
The glove.
Consider it. I think I know the answer to this one. Do you have a nickname?
Seabass. Everyone calls me Seabass. Can't remember last time I heard my real name.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I wanted to call you that. I heard it a couple years ago now. It's one of the best nicknames of anybody I know. I love it.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Got any more?
How do you do your eggs, I guess? What?
How do you like your eggs?
I like them either hard-boiled or scrambled. My favorite.
Hard-boiled or scrambled?
Yeah.
Couple ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Last one. Who's your favorite person to room with on the team?
Caden Etuck's pretty fun to be around. Funny guy.
That's why. Cracks a lot of jokes. You guys get along good. Video games, watch TV, just joke around, play cards. What do you guys do?
I play lots of video games. Hang out with the guys sometimes. Yeah. Lots of NHL 22. Call of Duty.
I like Chell better than Call of Duty, but whatever. Whatever you got to do to get in the warrior mindset.
Yeah.
You watch some Game of Thrones?
No.
Two good nicknames, Seabass and Rides. It's Nolan's Notes on the Northstars show.
Say my number. Hi, my name is Kyle Arthurson. I'm number 25. My hometown's Norrihouse, Manitoba. I went to Betty Gibson Elementary School. My favorite player is Linden Gamblin.
It's Cheechoo's corner. It's kind of a 2-on-1. Stolen from Clark. Took it from the captain. Captain Clark's not here today, so Cheechoo's got to fill in on the corner. Cheechoo's corner. Cheechoo were down in OCN this past weekend. They called you up for a couple games. How did that come about? Big call from the coach?
Yeah, I just got a call from the coach. It was kind of unexpected, and I got down to Winnipeg as soon as I could and shake off my bus legs. And then I thought I had a really good weekend.
You had played a couple games or a few games with them at the beginning of the year, then back here, now back there. Were you a little bit more comfortable this time down there, or did it feel kind of the same?
I felt a lot comfortable, a lot more, and the game was definitely more easy, and playing with Northstars is definitely helps you grow and develop on and off the ice.
This is the springboard to OCN. Who knows, maybe Linden will get the call next. Linden, you've been keeping a pretty close eye on things all year long. What do you think the guys have been doing well this year for us to have so much success?
I think the guys have developed a relationship off the ice that transfer them onto the ice to help them build a little bit more chemistry, and our lines are rolling pretty well so far.
Last year was a shortened year, and you were here. Is it a different feel this year than last year? Because we've heard lots of that from the guys, that people are getting along, and it's a fun environment, and it seems to be transferring to the ice.
Yeah, last year we were in separate rooms, like a defense room and a goalie room, and then a forward room, so we weren't really together all that much. Now this year it's a lot different. It's almost like a bit more normal than we had in last year, and it feels a lot better.
Oh, so glad to hear it. It's kind of a 2-on-1 segment. Cheechoo and I have some questions for you. I'm going to start you off with an easy one. Here, do you have a DQ order?
I've only been there once so far, but I don't mind the chocolate dip cone. I haven't tried any food yet.
Okay. The last time I was at DQ, I had onion rings, and they're kind of basic onion rings, but they're pretty good. Give them a try. You an onion ring guy?
Not really. No.
Okay, cancel that. Cheechoo, onion ring guy?
Sometimes when I'm craving it.
I like A&W onion rings a lot, but this isn't a fast food segment, it's a hockey segment. You got any questions for Linden?
Yeah, who would you rather pick to win you a championship? Vasilevsky or Marc-Andre Fleury?
Ooh.
I feel like Marc-Andre's got the experience. I want to go with him.
I was going to ask you why, but you told us already. Are you a big Marc-Andre fan, or just a bigger fan than Vasilevsky?
I'm more of a fan of Vasilevsky, but I feel like Marc-Andre could win me a championship.
Wow, go for the throat. Perfect. I got to say, I wasn't a big Marc-Andre fan when he first came around, but now I'm all in on him. I think he's fantastic.
Yeah, he is.
Getting back to the food thing, what's your favorite snack?
I don't mind Nutella and like a tortilla wrap. Just get a tortilla, rub some Nutella on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Big calories there in a good way, because you're a big guy. You need them to keep moving. Do you have a glass of milk with that?
I don't usually drink milk.
Oh, okay. I have one glass of milk with breakfast every day.
If you were going to share a bed with one of the teammates, would you rather have you share a bed with Maddox or Paxton?
I'm gonna go with Maddox on that one. Because if Paxton's a bigger guy, a bit taller, and Maddox is a bit one of the smaller guys, so I feel like it would work more.
A little bit of extra room. There was some good laughs from the peanut gallery. Is there a backstory to this that you're not going to tell me?
It's an inside thing.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna leave it right there. Funny thing is, one of my next questions was, what's the weirdest place you've ever fallen asleep?
I remember it was on the first road trip this year. It's not really a weird place, but I remember waking up under a bus seat with my head under one of the bus seats, and kind of freaked me out.
That's pretty weird. I fell asleep in the luggage rack once when I was smaller. Considerably smaller.
I gotta think of this one. What's your favorite arena to play at? In the whole league.
Favorite arena? I'm gonna have to go with Dawson CUP rink.
And? How come?
I like the atmosphere.
Just good?
Yeah.
We wouldn't have minded CA Nesbitt too.
Bit too cold.
It can be fresh in the CA Nesbitt, that's for sure. Last one from me. I was going to go with invisible, but I don't think I'm going to go with the invisible question. What's your favorite pregame meal?
Old-fashioned chicken fettuccine.
Wow, just straight up. You got any more? You're good? You're out? Favorite NHL player and why?
Marc-Andre Fleury. No, Connor Hellebuck.
Jet, good player, reliable.
Yeah, I like him.
Cheechoo, Lathlin, Linden, Gamblin on Cheechoo's corner. Linden on Cheechoo's corner on the Northstars show. We're about to sign the game sheet for episode 9 of season 10 of the Northstars show, but first, the last segment every time, BK times 2, except last time around, BK down playing a couple games with OCN. In a couple sentences, how was that experience?
It was good. It was a good experience to get a taste of junior hockey and learned a lot. It was fun.
Word on the street was you looked comfortable out there, didn't look out of place at all. Did you feel comfortable, or was the first little while, was it like you were running through the forest in the dark? Those guys pretty quick, pretty big?
Yeah, well, I felt pretty comfortable because I was on a line with a couple ex-Northstars as well, so I'd already known them, and our line had a good first shift, so I think that got the ball rolling.
Yeah, and you'd been down, played a little bit of preseason. One of them was Hunter Rambo, former captain of the NNS. Who else were you playing with?
Ashton Paul, he played on the Northstars last year, so pretty good buddies.
Yeah, what a great way to do that, and I'm sure Hunter and, well, both of them were happy to have you around a little bit too. Other than that, good times. I mean, you guys went to a couple games. It was sort of a bit of a fantasy week.
Yeah, we were pretty all over the place, actually. We went to the U of M and checked things out, and we watched a Winnipeg Ice game, so it was a good week in Winnipeg.
Good times. What happened this past weekend? We didn't look great. Any takeaways from this weekend? What do we got to do to be better with Eastman in town?
Yeah, we have to score goals.
Let's put the puck in the net.
Yeah, a big thing is picking up guys out in front. That's a huge thing that we struggled with last weekend. And well, other than that, though, like I feel like we played a pretty good game. But Brandon was just also really good too.
We can't take too much of that away from them. Number 1 in the league, and they're a super strong team. So we knew it was going to be tough. Maybe it would have been nice to do a little bit better, but that's how it goes this weekend. It's going to be better.
Yeah, hopefully.
Guaranteed. You got a fun fact for me?
Well, Nolan Rideout scored his first goal.
As an NNS? I wonder how that went. Nolan, come on over. Tell us about this goal. How did it go?
Well, I mean, we're already down by 8 goals, so we were just trying to tough it out till the end of the game. And Lavery Melstead carried it into the zone to the corner, and I was in the slot, and he put it up top corner.
High glove.
High glove.
Straight ripped it. That's how he saw it from his mind, and that's how the story is going to go. Is that really how it went?
Yeah, but it was basically
decent goal?
Yeah, it was a nice one-timer.
I got a fun fact for you. I only bought one thing on Black Friday, and it was these jeans. Got them at Eddie Bauer for half price. Yeah, I thought so. Thought I'd wear them for the show today. It's a little bit of a 2-on-1 today on BK times 2. Caden Nitchapork, I forgot to introduce you at the start, but everybody knows. I'll start you off with this one because everybody knows it, and we used it earlier, but it's a soft start. You got a nickname?
Niche, that's about it. Nichey. Other than that, there's not really anything else.
Any kind of form of that?
If you were to have a role in the dressing room, what would you say your role is?
I tend to be the guy who supplies everyone tape. I think I've spent way too much money on tape already this year. Nolan and BK used my tape every single ice time, basically, and it's to the point where it's come to be expected.
Is Murray actually covering the tape? Does Murray know that he's sponsoring tape for these guys?
I don't think he does. He's also not supplying the tape either. He supplies sticks.
You supply the tape?
Yeah, it's all me supplying tape.
I was going to say we could hope he didn't watch the show, but if you could steal one thing, what would it be? Can't be tape to support these guys.
The new Bowers sling. It's a nice stick. I've been wanting it since it's come out, basically.
And it's out of Murray's price range?
No, it's about the same price range as every other stick I've bought this year.
Very good.
Well, you seem to be a big stick guy, so what would you say is your favorite stick you've used this year?
Used this year?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe the FT4 Pro, but breaks too easily.
How long did you have the FT4 Pro?
The one I had for 15 days, the other one I had for 16 days, and then I sold it.
Yeah, you had to get out of that game. In the pros, you can do that. A couple a day, but
Yeah, but not right now, spending $300 on a stick.
we're not quite pros yet. Do you have a hidden talent or favorite thing you like to do other than hockey?
No, not really a talent thing. Really, the only thing I do outside of hockey is play games in school.
I like that you threw school in there. What's your favorite game, and are you really good at it, or just kind of middle of the bell curve?
Battlefield 1, really random, and I'm actually not too bad at it.
Take that. You got one more?
Yeah, what would you say is your favorite memory so far, either being on the bus or in the hotel rooms?
I don't know, maybe Maddox sleepwalking. That was a great 2-hour thing in our room 2 weekends ago now. It was ridiculous. He sleepwalked for 2.5 hours and
Like legit?
like legit sleepwalking, yeah. And we were able to interact with him and everything, like say stuff to him. He'd talk back, but he had no recollection of it in the morning.
Wow. And did you guys keep it going? You could have put him back to bed, but you just wrote it out?
Yeah, basically. Wanted to see how long we could get some entertainment out of it.
Lock the door, I hope, so he couldn't get out. Is any of it fit for TV, or should we just leave it at it was a good 2.5 hours?
No, actually, most of it I'm pretty sure I could tell the whole story.
Oh, yeah? Anything really funny you got out of him?
He was sleepwalking, and he actually, someone came and knocked on our door. And at first we thought it was our coach, Stewie, and he went sleepwalking, opened up the door. Middle of opening up the door, he woke up, and these two guys just started introducing themselves, and all of a sudden we could just hear Maddox say, "Hi, I'm Maddox."
I've been pretty tired. I would have loved to see that. I'm sure there's some video on one of your phones. Let's wrap it there. Who do we have this weekend?
We got Eastman at home, and it's valet night Saturday, free admission.
Yeah, we want to see lots of people out valet night. There's going to even be some, I think, mid-period entertainment, so it's going to be good. Free admission. It's going to be tough games against Eastman. They're a pretty good team, but we're going to pick people up in front of the net. What else we got to do to beat them?
Score goals.
Score goals.
Right there, Nitch and BK on BK ×2 for Paul Anderson. Behind the camera, I'm Bruce Krentz. Thanks for watching The Northstars Show.